Hey folks, Luke Ripa here, welcome to a new episode of Luke Ripa Collection here on Weekos. Today we're going to take a look at a pretty nice collector's edition, which is for the movie's 20th anniversary. I'm talking about Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy, the cult satirical comedy from 24, directed by Judd Apatow and starring Steve Carell, Paul Rudd, David Kushner, Christina Applegate, and of course, in the legendary role of Ron Burgundy, Will Ferrell, who co-wrote the movie with Adam McKay. This package contains quite the amount of memorabilia, as you will see. Without further ado, let's go take a look at it. Here's the front. As you can see, this is the Italian edition. We have Will Ferrell's Ron Burgundy front and center, sporting the iconic Ray-Bans, the scarlet jacket and a yellow shirt, and a tie matching the TV station's color. He is also holding the cup of KBWN Channel 4, the TV station's name, and we can spot the logo in the yellow background too. In front of Ron Burgundy, we find the movie's title as well as Will Ferrell's name on top of it. On the very top, we are reminded that this is the 20th anniversary collector's edition, telling us it's the first time this movie is in 4K. Turning it around, we have almost the usual stills from the movie, a tagline about the movie. I said almost because, as you can see, we see no info about the extras. Hey everyone, Luke Ripa from the future here, and there are no extra lists on the back of the Italian edition of the Anchorman Collector's Edition because in the Italian edition, there are no extras. There are just two discs, one 4K and one standard Blu-ray, which both contains the standard cut of the movie. There's plenty of options for audio, there's plenty of options for subtitles, but aside from the memorabilia, which are the same as the UK edition, here there are again no extras. The UK edition is a much better value because it's more or less the same price and it has an extra cut of the movie, which is Wake Up Ron Burgundy, the version of the movie made of alternate cuts, alternate versions of the scenes you watch in the original one. It's not as good as, of course, the real movie, so to speak, but it's a good addition, it's a very interesting one, plus a plethora of other extras. So, very disappointed in Plaion Pictures, who handles the Italian versions of Paramount Film, and it's not the first enough tool they commit. One that comes to mind is the Italian version of the 4K edition of The Truman Show doesn't have the English Dolby Atmos track, it just has a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1. Again, it's really disappointing. Again, not the first time, but it should be noted that this is not the version you want, unless, it's a bargain to buy. Okay, back to the video. In terms of audio, on the 4K we have English in DTS HD Master Audio 5.1, while Italian, French, German, Spanish and Japanese are in Dolby Digital 5.1. We have an incredible amount of subtitles: English, English SDH, Danish, Dutch, Finnish, French, German, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Norwegian, Spanish and Swedish. On the standard Blu-ray we have pretty much the same selection of tracks, except instead of French we have Portuguese still in Dolby Digital. In terms of subtitles, we have the same selection plus Cantonese, Mandarin, Portuguese, Romanian, Serbian, Croatian, Slovenian, and Turkish. Again, a great number of subtitles, which is always cool to see. Anyways, let's open it. Okay, so here it is. As we can see, the back is printed on. It's not a piece of paper that you can remove. So let's take out all the contents. So let's start with the standard Blu-ray case. Here we have another artwork compared to the one on the slipcover. We have Paul Rudd, Will Ferrell, David Kushner, Steve Carell, and Christina Applegate. In the back we have the same artwork and info that we saw on the slipcover. Let's open it up. And we have the 4K Blu-ray and the standard Blu-ray. Really cool. Okay, let's put it aside. And here we have the memorabilia box. We have the KBWN logo and the famous catchphrase, "You stay classy, San Diego." News team assemble, Ron Burgundy. Let's open it. So we have a sticker from KBWN Channel 4. Really cool. A booklet. The Many Months of Ron Burgundy. Okay, so this is literally a notebook from Ron Burgundy. Very, very nice. Very funny, probably, if we start reading that. The iconic diving scene. Damn, I look fantastic. Yeah, it does. Ron, I had someone write this for me. Brick, yes, I like calls. Oh god, Brick is hilarious. Brick, by the way, is played by Steve Carell. The Savage Beast is tamed. Story idea, why don't the restaurants serve apples anymore? That is not wrong about that. Ron's naughty list. Okay, really funny booklet. Put it here. Here we have the postcards Okay, let me take them off. Okay, you know what? Because anyways, I'm gonna keep them here, so we don't need that. Here we have stills from the movie. Okay, the fighting scene, which is iconic. Ron and his dog. Oh god, the clarinet scene is just fantastic. Awesome. Here we have like baseball cards from the cast. Ron Burgundy, Veronica Carningston, Brian Fontana, Rick Tamland, and Champ Kind. And also we have biographies behind. This is really, really funny. Didn't realize that. Hobbies, Brian Fontana, Living Loving. These are hilarious. This movie is hilarious, by the way, if you haven't watched it. Yo, Champ. Making friends at SeaWorld. Okay, really nice. Even the postcards have something in the back. We have quotes from the movies. The first one, they've done studies, 60% of the time it works every time. That doesn't make sense. I use that quote all the time. You stay classy, San Diego. I'm Ron Burgundy. That's really funny. Now, before we do this, let's go over the ground rules. Rule number 1, no touching of the ear or face, and that's it. Now let's do this. Begin. So this is how they introduced the fighting sequence. Discovered by the Germans in 1904, they named it San Diego, which of course in German means a whale's vagina. Of course it does. Okay, and finally, we have the main poster of the movie. Pretty big, as you can see it's exactly the main poster, not fully picturable. Anyways, let's put everything back. So here it is, the 20th anniversary 4K collector's edition of Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy. The movie is an absolute blast, a boast-to-the-wall cabinet of absurdity taking on the world of journalism. Anyways, did you watch Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy? What did you think about it? Let me know down in the comments. As always, if you liked the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and follow us on all of our social media. You can find us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok, and Twitch. My name is Locuripa, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.